35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파치는 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선 내 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히
Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined...
Basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. Russell Westbrook out there with Smith. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the up by Davis. Got that bucket in no time at all. Gay's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Sinks the triple.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Here is Lillard after J.R. Smith getting his three to go. Nice ball movement by Boston. Lillard outside. Gasol with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gay can't get it to go.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on it. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
Now Lillard following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. From deep. Kept alive by Boston. Second shot opportunity, and it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Wall. And it's 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Smith for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Wall draws the double. To the paint, here's Hayward, and he goes in for the dunk.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals. But also,
an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Drummond. Matthews comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Crawford in for Lillard.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. And Wall kicks to Davis. There's the triple. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Batum. And he slams it one-handed.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Now here's Crawford. Davis, the pass to Cantor. Davis dishes to Matthews. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Matthews has got 5 now.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Kicks to Cantor. Back to Wall. It's stolen by Bogut. Inside. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Wall kicks to Davis. Batum against Matthews. Crawford passes to Cantor. He dishes it to Wall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game. Free throw good, Bogut.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Boston making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith is checked in.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Davis dishes the Wall. Back to Davis. He kicks it to Johnson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Bosch, that's for 2, and no good. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from
the only hard part of that.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his 2nd season. I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the 2nd. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
They've got Enes Kanter. Davis is out there with Johnson. And it's Wall. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd quarter for the Celtics. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were a close game.
It's deflected. It's taken away by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. 4th in assists, 8th in steals. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
And from those assist numbers, you can see this was a very unselfish team. Their passing was really infectious and made them a tough team to defend.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
He only had one scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
The Celtics making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Gay. Allen with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Gasol with the steal. Gay with no one around. And again, it's Cleveland. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
Here is Matthews. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio, and that one's good by Davis.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Shumpert. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Wall's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooter.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Wall's got 5 now.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Deflects the pass. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Stolen by Westbrook. A 3 from Gay. The shot misses. And it's Boston the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Drummond's checked in for Cancer. Hayward comes in for Tony Allen. And Lillard subbed in for John Wall.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now here's Hayward. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. That's good.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Boston. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Amon Shumpert. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
Shumpert, no good. Celtics leading by 12. Crawford kicks to Hayward. Good. good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Crawford kicks to Hayward. Pass to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Boston. Lillard misses.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Was shot by Batum, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run, and that's an intentional foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Cleveland also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Noah, and Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Johnson, wide open, he fired. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Shot's good. Smith for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between.
And through the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Gordon Hayward wasting no time getting hot. He ended up with 22 points and 1. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Noah is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Smith. And it's Gay in at the 3, the small forward. Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Well, Cleveland shooting not great, 40% for the game. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Davis, the pass to Drummond. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Davis, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And that one's good by Gay.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
From deep. Gasol with the rebound. Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And it's Gay again missing.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Timeout called, Cleveland. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. That's good. All with it. He's got 8. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him. Matthews against Gay. Davis kicks to Cantor. Matthews. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Matthews has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And it's Smith missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Smith missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Dishes it to Cantor. Back to Wall. From deep three-point range. The shot no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And the Celtics making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Andrew Bogut checked in for Stoudemire. Wash comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Batum in for Rudy Gay. And he gets it to go. Batum's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
There's a screen by Cantor. Davis, the pass to Wall. Crawford, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
A shot by Batum, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Celtics passing it around. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season. 1st in blocks, 4th in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And there was a block party up in here last season. Woo-hoo! Clearly the best at what he does in that regard. I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Matthews. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And Wall kicks to Hayward for the 3. Batum grabs the miss. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Looking to end his cold spell. Nice shot by Smith.
Hey, kid, you ready? All right, let's go.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Crawford outside. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Took him no time at all on that one. 10 points for Crawford.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Some changes for Boston. Drummond's checked in for Cantor. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for John Wall. On a switch here also for Cleveland. Rudy Gay's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Celtics have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Cavaliers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Gay. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Gay's got 10 points. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard dishes to Hayward. From deep three-point range, can't hit.
And sometimes he can hit.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on board are your Celtics answer. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And Boston has possession. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Johnson is out there with Thompson. Then it's Crawford. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Lillard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. From 12 feet out, Dellavedova, that's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Boston leading by 22. Crawford outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Ripped away. And they're pushing it up. Here's Stoudemire. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's tipped. Crawford passes to Thompson. The 3 from Johnson. Cannot hit. And Cleveland the other way now. Gay kicks to Stoudemire. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Andrew Bogut checked in for Cleveland. Harris comes in for Rudy Gay. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. They get it back. Thompson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Tony Allen's checked in for Boston. Tony Allen. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson outside. The Celtics working the ball around now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And there's a whistle goes on Iman Shumpert. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Pass to Harris. And taken away by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Johnson's got the ball. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
And that's the beauty of the game right there. I hope we get the opportunity to see a few more of those.
That's good.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
It's Thompson off the drive. Back to Kanter. Harris against Allen. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Hands the 12-footer.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
Great-looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Allen against Bogut. And they go to the intentional foul.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. They're definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Boston. Crawford comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Shumpert. Rebound Boston.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the 2 big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Celtics making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Gordon Hayward. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Offensive rebound. No good from Bogut.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's deflected, but they recover it. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hands doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
From deep 3-point range, no luck. Some solid defense from Lillard. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And that one misses.
At the line, the Celtics, Tristan Thompson.
That one misses. And Batum kicks to Shumpert. Again, Shumpert missing. Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Cavaliers ball.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with John Wallen. Congratulations, John, on the win. What's the key to a performance such as this?
Well, man, we do a good job of helping. We know it's not one-on-one matchups. We do a good job helping, and that's our job, is to come out here and play. And the way we play here, man, is we got to find a way to turn the road.
Solid team basketball, John. Thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny